1 minute.
Thank you. Our next speaker, Mark Guy, will be presenting his speech from the 9th project in the Company Communications Manual, Persuade with Power. I don't have before me the criteria for that, but it is supposed to persuade all of us to do what he wants us to do. Mark Guy is going to present his speech titled, Time to Speak is Now. Time to Speak is Now. Mark Guy.
Speak up, and you can change your life. Speak up, and you can give a voice to someone who doesn't have one. Fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests. Have you ever remained silent about things that matter to you? I have. In fact, silence and I were the best of friends. I used to run into its warm embrace so we could sit together in silence. We had a great time. And it started when I was just a little boy. When we first came to this country, I was so excited. I'm gonna make so many new friends. Everyone's gonna like me right before the first day of school. I was finally at the land of the free and the home of the brave. Except brave, I was not. I remember walking to school on that first morning, and my hands were shaking with fear, and my legs froze in place, and my childhood dreams of making friends and meeting great people got burst just like the water bubbles in the air. It may be hard for you to believe, but I wasn't always this big or this charming. On the very first day, I got teased and bullied. Maybe because of the way I looked, or maybe because of my strange accent. But by the time lunchtime came around, I was terrified to speak. In fact, I clenched the plastic food tray in the cafeteria and covered my face and used my elbows to point to the cafeteria workers what I wanted to eat. I was a stranger in a strange land. Have you ever felt like me? Terrified to speak? Over the years I learned that silence kills. It almost killed me. 10 years ago, I moved to Philadelphia. Got a new home, new job, and a new girlfriend. Everything was going great. But as we tangled together in our relationship, I realized there were some major differences between us. Now, if someone told you exactly who they are and say they will not have your back, you cannot trust them. And if you don't believe that, what does it say about you? No, I don't know. I didn't really care. See, I thought, I was convinced that by remaining silent was the best way to handle our relationship differences. Boy, was I wrong. One night, as we were out and about in Philadelphia, I found myself and my girlfriend in the bad section of town. Next thing I know, I was robbed and assaulted. Then left to die. And my girlfriend? She left! What? Abandoned me! As I woke up on that cold March night, with my face down on the ground, stood up and and regain my consciousness, first thought in my head, I gotta learn how to pick better girlfriends. See, before that night in Philadelphia, it was I who abandoned myself first. Every time I had a chance to speak up for what matters to me in our relationship, guess what I said? Absolutely nothing. By remaining silent, I almost destroyed myself. And that's how I learned that silence can't kill. But there's a better way. And my friend Anna helped me learn that. I met her in Orlando. We worked together in a nonprofit. She listened to all my stories. She made fun of me. And we became friends. One day, a boss at a nonprofit asked to speak to Anna. Now, he had a reputation. He was a bully, beating people into the submission with his words, without any comeuppance. It is his way or the highway. A few minutes into the meeting, I see Anna running for the exit of the building. I say, Anna, stop! What happened? She looked at me, and as tears were running down her face, she said nothing. And in her silence, I heard, time to speak is now. I had flashbacks from all those years ago when I was bullied and teased. As I walked over to see my boss, I looked him straight in the eye. I said, I can't be part of any organization that bullies anyone, anytime. Because silence kills. Anna and I both left the firm, but she was never bullied again. Now, if someone like me, with my strange looks and my strange accent can do that, just imagine what you can do. Time to speak is now. You see, when we remain silent about things that matter to us, we take a step backwards. And then one day, we look at ourselves in the mirror and we don't even know who we are anymore. All we see is just a patchwork of moments of silence sewn together with fear. Time to speak is now. Because when you finally do, you take a step forward. And your heart will remind you, even to your heartbreak, that you still know how to love. When you speak up, you remember how to be a friend and give a voice to someone who doesn't have one. Now I get it. It is scary, scary, scary to speak up. Especially if you've been hurt, abandoned, or bullied. I know. But when you speak up, you can finally let go of the fear and you can grab hope. And that means everything. A few weeks ago, my friend told me, Mark, your life shrinks and expands according to your courage. But you'll never know it unless you speak up. Listen,